and we are going to start our story out in the astral plane. Caius has been, after he did his fancy little bomb that saved the life of the party, Caius has now found himself floating through the astral plane. And it is not, well, it's not the worst fate in the world for someone. It is endless nothingness in every direction. There are like stars and maybe the occasional movement of ships and whatnot. But as you do that, you just see a whole lot of nothing. And you do not age here. You do not feel hunger. You do not feel thirst. You do not feel time pass. And after maybe like a few days, few weeks, possibly even a few months of being out here, it's really hard to tell how long things have been, really, because time passes differently out here. And at that, where is, yeah, I have you on the right page. As Caius finds himself floating through the vast nothingness of space, you're gonna see something, and you can go on roll 20 to see it. You are going to see a ship. Though not a standard ship that you would expect to see, you are going to see a wooden ship being powered by captured elementals, with jet engines made out of fire elementals, a spaceship covered in magic, a airship without the air part, crewed by a variety of humans, though mostly Gitsarai. Hold on, let me go get you a picture of Gitsarai. Gitzer AI. Because I don't think I've ever introduced this race to you before.
This sounds new to me.
Alrighty, let me get you a. Yeah, so these fellas, they have yellow skin. They are dressed kind of like pirate monks. They have weird facial hair. They're all dressed in leather. You see a few of them with cutlasses, a lot of them with weapons, one of them with magic, and they're going to try and capture you. Roll initiative.
Ooh. My initiative again. My initiative is 5, right? Oh no, it's 6.
I'm assuming you still have your old Caius stats.
Yeah, I got it up. I just didn't remember what my initiative was. And it's pretty decent.
There you go. Me 2, 6, and 7. Do 2, 6, 7. And so we're going to go 10, 26, and 23. So you just see, so you're flying through this empty space. You see this ship just going by you, and the captain of this ship, who appears to be a female Gitsarai, walks over here, sees you floating through the space, will scream at you in Draconic. Can Kaya speak Draconic?
No, I cannot, and I don't think I have
Cool,
any.
because she's gonna fire a lightning bolt at you then.
Yay, spell resistance.
Oh yeah, you have spell resistance. I forgot about that. She
My
will
spell resistance is 14.
she will try and beat your
Wait,
SR
no,
and get a
no,
13.
my spell resistance is actually 16 now. Sorry, my bad.
That is true. All right, Kaya. So you see these weird people. They appear to be trying to get closer to you, and one of them fires a lightning bolt at you. What would you like to do?
So as I definitely dodge out of the way, um, I guess I'm gonna like grab my bearings and just like call out like, what was that for?
I should mention that in the astral plane, gravity is whichever direction you want it to be. So if you want gravity for you to be towards the ship, you can do that.
So I could technically fall on them.
Yeah, it would be about a 60-foot fall, though. Like, gravity is whichever direction you want it to be.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And my slow fall wouldn't really count because I have nothing to hold on to.
Not currently, no. But if you
Yeah.
want to fall 50 feet towards them, you can.
Well, she's using magic on me. And she's not very. Doesn't seem very. Okay,
Again,
you know
you
what?
can roll me a knowledge check about what Githyanki are.
I'm assuming there's some kind of like traders or slave traders or something. But yes, let's do that. Let's roll knowledge check. What would be the knowledge that you want me to roll?
This would
Planes?
be planes, of course, yes.
Can I roll all of straight 20?
Do you have any ranks in it?
No.
Not a fucking clue what these things are.
I put myself in a really bad position considering I have no knowledge in planes.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck on a different plane.
Yeah.
Here's another picture of what they look like. Definitely a bit rough and tumble types.
Yeah, they kind of look like elves mixed with like reptiles or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And currently they're hostile to you. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I'm gonna attempt to see what I got here. It's been a while since I looked at this sheet. Combat ability, dash HD. I don't have that anymore. What to do? 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 Fuck, I don't even really know what to do. So they're trying to catch. Well, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna
Well, they're
move towards
currently
them.
trying to enslave you.
Yeah,
So
because
I
I
would
have
imagine you don't want that to happen.
no, but I do kind of want to figure out how to get this ship because this ship looks like it could be very useful.
Again, gravity is whichever direction you want it to be. So if you want to decide that you can fall in that direction, you can.
Can I like decide to fall like 40 feet in one direction and fall like
It is a you can
in a
choose
different
a
direction?
direction if you want to change gravity mid fall. It's a wisdom check.
Hmm. You know what? Let's try it.
All right, so you
Sorry, I
want to
need to move.
fall towards them and then change direction of gravity mid fall.
Basically, because I don't want to. I don't want to get like fall damage. I want to like
Yeah,
slow
that, that
myself
that would
down.
be a wisdom check basically.
All
Is
right,
to
cool. So
because it's
let's see
very
if
disorienting changing your own direction of gravity.
I can see that.
So do you want to end
Uh,
up on the deck of the ship or on the side of the ship?
uh let's go with. You know what? I have 50 feet, so I want to see how far I can go on an angle. Okay, no. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to this guy here.
All right, you
The
want to
guy.
fall. All right, that'd be a wisdom
Um,
check to
here,
not slam into him.
here it is. Okay, so wisdom is +2. Heart of the dice. 14.
14. Well, you don't quite. You still take a bit of falling damage, but rather than sending the ship as your direction, you end up sending the guy himself. So you basically end up drop kicking the guy in the face sideways.
Oh, nice.
So you end up on the ship, but maybe not in the orientation you want it to be. Like, you're basically like he's standing on the ship, and then you're standing on him because your gravity is now relative to this guy.
That's
So
funny.
it's kind of like this basically. He is obviously not going to be a huge fan of this, and so he is immediately going to try and stab you with his rapier. As he pulls out a rapier and tries to stab you. 23.
23 versus my AC is a hit.
Alright, take 1d4 plus 1 damage. As he stabs you for 2 damage. And these two are going to come up and do the exact same thing. Oh no,
Miss.
that's the wrong die. Whoopsie. 15 and 15 to stab you.
Those are misses.
Alright, and the last guy.
First damage was 4, right? Or is it 2?
The first damage is 2.
Okay, got it.
These two, what's it called, are going to scream something, in Draconic, in a language you probably can't understand.
Nope.
But the word you are going to be able to understand about them is you're going to hear starboard. At which point, a human woman comes flying out of the starboard side of the ship, pulls out a quarterstaff, and goes to whacking it on the first Gitzerai. 24 to hit this guy. That will hit. And this will be 1d6 plus 7. That is the wrong die. That's 76. That's not what I meant. 13 damage. So she grabs her quarterstaff, goes to this pirate, smacks him in the face. He goes down. At which point the human, who again looking towards you in like kind of looks in she looks vaguely familiar to you, but you have definitely not seen this person before. And she is going to call out, "Sir Ulysses!" At which point, this woman is going to yell, "Bitch!" in common. At which point, she is going to cast a electric scorching ray at the human. And she has a very large bonus to touch spells,
Fail.
which is a 16 versus her touch AC, which is 13, so that's going to hit. So she is going to take... No, that's the wrong die, and it's 8d6. So she blasts out a bunch of scorching rays, but they're obviously infused with electricity rather than fire, and she takes 30 damage. Caius, what do? You are gravitationally aligned to this guy, and she just called you a name you have not heard in a long time.
By my surname.
Yes.
That's interesting. And she doesn't look like any of my kin, so...
She is a human, and she's got a great sword. She's got a human, she's got a quarterstaff that she's smacking people with.
Okay, if I acro out of combat, that's attack of opportunity for each of those guys, right?
Assuming you fail your acrobatics check, yes.
Okay.
But I should mention again, your gravity is relative to this guy currently.
So I'm going down this way, basically.
So down would be towards this guy. Unless you want to try to change your center of gravity, which again is a wisdom check.
Okay, I'm gonna try to change my center, change
which
gravity.
Direction do you want gravity to be?
I want gravity to bring me in the direction of the wizard bitch.
So you want gravity to be this direction?
Yes.
That's a wisdom check.
All right, dope. And then my intention is to acro over the one guy, so like do like a double backflip or something, and like
fall
drop
towards
kick.
her. Yep.
Yeah,
sounds like a flying charge.
Woohoo! Okay, so wisdom check first. Please God.
Nope.
Oh fuck!
It makes your head hurt just trying to think about changing the direction of gravity.
It's like, how does this even work?
Your gravity is still relation to this guy.
With that said, was that
That's
technically
a free action?
Okay, it's free action. Okay. I'm gonna go flurry then on all three guys.
The guy you're standing on, or the other two?
Can I do all three?
If you want, if you have 3 punches, absolutely.
Yeah, I have 4.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna do my first 2 on the guy I'm standing on.
All right.
And then the last 2 are gonna be on the guy directly below me and the guy on an angle from me.
All right, roll the guy you're standing on first.
2d20 plus 14. Wow.
30. Okay, the first is going to miss, but the second one is definitely going to hit.
Yeah, so it's a critical fail and a 30.
Yeah, 30 is definitely going to hit.
Where's my damage? 10 plus 7. So it's 14 damage on him.
Yeah, he is going to go down. So the guy you're standing on is now dying, so he's now on the ground, meaning you're now on the ground.
Does that mean like my gravity is normal now?
Well, your gravity is now relative to him, and he's on the ship, so your gravity is now relative to the ship.
Okay, fair enough. Gotcha. So it kind of worked out.
Kind of worked out.
A little bit. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna focus my last 2 attacks on the guy directly below me.
All right. You should still have 3 punches, because you only took that guy out in 1. Oh no, you took 2 punches. Never mind.
Yeah, 2 punches. I have 2 more punches left.
All right, roll to hit third punch.
2d20 plus my bonus is 9. So we have a 19 and a 28.
19 hits, 28 hits.
Oh, 2d10 plus 14. That's a 7. Yeah. And 31 damage.
Bang, bang. 2 punches. That guy goes flying.
Ooh, and that was full round action, so that's my turn.
Unless you want a 5-foot step.
You know what? Yes, I'm gonna 5-foot step, and in the meantime, I'm gonna be like, "How do you know my name?" I'm 5-foot
Alright.
stepping.
Well, unfortunately, it's not her turn yet. This guy is going to try and stab you with a rapier. Stab 20.
20 is a miss.
And these two are going to go for the human. Stab, stab. Miss, miss. Her turn. She's going to take a 5-foot step back here and say, "It's a long story. Do you know Fred?" And she's going to cast Greater Invisibility on you. So you are now permanently invisible for the next 11 rounds, even while attacking.
Fucking right.
And she's going to say, "It's a long story. Do you know Fred?" And
Yeah,
she
I was
is
just with him actually.
wonderful! And she is immediately going to cast Magic Missile at you as you're going invisible. Oh, no, wait, you have spell resistance. Shit. Alright, she has to roll versus your spell resistance.
Oh no! Did I
24.
just put myself in an even worse position?
23 versus your SR.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Alright, so as you go invisible, you get pelted with magic missiles.
I'm so confused.
Alright, take 6 damage. Your turn. You're invisible. Even while attacking.
Well, I don't like the fact that she just attacked me.
Oh, no, she didn't attack you. The gift did.
Oh, okay,
No,
gotcha, gotcha.
the human turned you invisible. The gift magic missiled you.
Gotcha. My bad. It just happened so quick. I thought it was the same person. I thought she
No,
like
there's two.
realized I knew Fred
There
and
are
was like, "Wait, I don't like Fred."
there are 2 wizards in this combat.
I got you. Okay, so I'm still invisible. There's still one guy. So she technically doesn't know where I am.
Well, once you move.
Yeah, once I move. Do, 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 do. I wanna. Can I move here and like try to CMB her to like flank with the human lady?
The human lady is not in melee with the wizard.
No, I mean like so. What I want to do on this turn is so I want to move here,
Okay.
and I basically want to like grab the bad chick
All
and like
right.
move her between us.
That would be a combat maneuver check. Yeah, to reposition someone.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
So roll me combat maneuver. You get +2 because you're invisible.
20 plus 2 plus my combat. Fucking
And is
right.
this part of the flurry or is this just on its own?
This is just on its own. I
Okay.
basically I want to put her in flanking. I want to
All right. You
flank
want
with.
to grab her and move her. All right.
Yeah, put her in the flanking position.
All
Oh
right.
my god!
That one, you failed to grab the gift. You
I
are
fall
not
off.
used to being able to grab people without being able to see your hands. At which point, these two are going to attack the wizard, or the human. Stab, stab. 13 and 12. She will block them with her quarterstaff. And the last thing you said was, "You know Fred." She's gonna say, "He's alive," and she is going to full attack the Gith with her quarterstaff. 15 and 10. Bonk, bonk. That's a threat for a critical hit. That's a critical hit. 1d6 plus 7. And that's 2d6 plus 14. So she bonks those 2 Gith on the head with her quarterstaff. At which point, this Gith wizard over here is going to cast a fireball, but this is going to provoke from you because you're in melee.
It's just a regular attack, right?
Yep, this is attack of opportunity. You get +2 while invisible.
Can I ignite my robes at the same time?
Absolutely.
Fucking right, but that's if
probably
I
going to reveal your location, but
Eh. Um, 20, where are you? 14 plus dose. Please don't roll 1 again. 18.
18, that hits the mage.
What? Then roll damage 1d10 plus 7 plus 1d6 fire damage. 16.
Jesus. Alright, she takes 16 points of damage. And now she has to make a concentration check to not fuck up the fireball. Bonus to concentration.
A burn check too.
Yeah, plus 9. That is not gonna succeed, so she fucks up her fireball.
Does she get burned?
She does not. Oh yeah, she also gets a burn, so you can roll your fire damage. Oh no, you already added in your d6.
Yeah,
Okay,
I already
yeah.
added that.
Yeah, so she fucks up her fireball. It's now your turn.
Woo! I'm gonna switch up my tactics.
All
I
right,
don't want. I don't want to kill her, but I do want to subdue her.
you
So,
can you can deal non-lethal damage with no
yeah,
penalty. You're a monk.
yeah, I'm gonna start doing non-lethal damage on her because I want to incapacitate her.
Roll to
Because
hit.
I think, and I'm doing a flurry on her.
Roll to flurry.
R2. 4. So that is a 33 and a 16.
33 hits. 16 does not.
2d20 plus 9. And that is a 28 and a 19.
Both hit.
All right, so that's 3 hits. 3d10 plus 7 times 3 is 21. 37 damage. Non-lethal.
37 non-lethal. All right, you falcon punch this girl 3 times. The
Right in the
gift
gut.
right in the gut. She falls down, unconscious but not dead. And we finish combat with you on the deck of the ship of this mysterious human. You are still invisible for the next 30 seconds.
So, what about the other guy that's up here that isn't
Oh
dead
yeah,
yet?
oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, he's gonna give up.
Fair
He
enough.
is out of his league right now.
um,
The human
I'm
will
going.
look at you as you become uninvisible, and she's gonna say, "Caius."
Yes, and you said you knew Fred?
Yes, my name's Beth. I'm his sister.
Fred has a sister?
Yes, did he never mention me?
Not that I recall, but I'm kind of out of it sometimes.
It's been a long time. I've been stuck here on the astral plane for I don't know how long. Blame
Well,
uh,
it
blame my
feels like I
teacher.
was just with him yesterday.
The astral plane does that, unfortunately. Time, a million years could pass out on the outside world and we would not feel a thing. You will neither hunger nor thirst upon this plane, but the second we leave, all of that comes back like a freight train.
Wait, so like it could be like the year 4000 out there already?
She shrugs. We wouldn't
Ugh.
know.
Do you have any idea of how to get back from here?
Uh, Quite so.
Do you
Unfortunately,
have
I
a
need
ship
you.
while I'm here? And it seems like we have a ship now, so this might help, I think.
Uh, I need the help of Ulysses.
Of my kin?
Yes, you are Caius Ulysses Z, are you not?
Yes, sir, ma'am. But it's been a while since I've been referred to as that with that moniker.
I take it that's a bad thing then?
Just
I
brings up some some rough memory.
I well, if you're looking to get out of here, then I have some good news for you. I have found a plane to Sigil from here. It's about
Oh,
a few days, or I don't believe days really means anything here on the Astral Sea, but unfortunately, they're only letting Ulysses through.
is there Any other reason why? Like, did they say why?
I do not know. I found a portal from the astral plane to Sigil, but it was guarded by Drow, and as far as I'm aware, the portal was created by House Ulysses. So I went looking for one to hopefully get me through, and it looks like you want to go through as well. So I believe the two of us can help each other.
Yeah. Just don't get your hopes up too high. I'm
What
not
do you
entirely.
mean?
Well, you know Dro, right?
I'm not super familiar with your culture, no.
Let's just say they're not very fond of anyone that doesn't look like us.
So you won't. Well, I'm not going to show you where the portal is unless you can get me through. You said you knew my brother?
Fred, the guy with the
Yes.
bionic arm.
The what on his arm?
Oh, that might be new.
I haven't seen him for I don't know how long.
Well, I do know a Fred.
Is his last name Winters? Is he
Yes,
from a
Fred Winters.
farm?
That's what it was. I was trying to remember that. Thank you.
My name is Beth Winters. I'm his sister.
I can I
She
can try, but I can't make any promises that you might not be enslaved.
I would take being enslaved out of being stuck here in the astral sea.
I hope you know what that means.
Caius, I think you're forgetting a big thing here.
Am I?
Caius is remembering that he was not on the best of terms with his family last he
Yeah,
saw them.
yeah, 100%. That's going through my head too.
Okay, so you're aware
But
this
I'm
is probably not going
thinking,
to be a peaceful encounter.
oh, definitely not. And I'm just thinking that it might be worse for her than it will be for me.
All right. Well, I came this way. I saved your life. I hope that means something.
It means a lot, trust me. And knowing that we could potentially get home means even more. But that is going to require some
The
work. And
portal does not lead directly to the material plane. It leads to Sigil. But from Sigil, you can get anywhere in the multiverse, or so I hear.
can we scout out the area by the portal? Like, how many Dro were there? Because we might have to fight. We're
Fight? I thought you
definitely
said
going
they
to
were
have to
your
fight.
friends or your family.
Family, that's a very loaded word when it comes to the Drow Society.
Do you think we'll be able to get by them?
Depends on how many there are. You seem
Half a
capable.
dozen or so?
I'm gonna look over to the elf reptilian chick that we just like knocked out.
Yeah.
Is she coming to consciousness yet?
You can slap her a few times and she'll wake up.
I'm gonna nudge her nicely.
She wakes up and hisses at you.
And I'm going to try to communicate with her. Communicate with her in I'm gonna say common. Hopefully she can speak it and ask her if she wants to get out of here. Druidic.
Sis.
This might not work.
The human says, "Can you not speak GIF?"
No.
She
Do you know what
walks
she's saying?
she walks over to the GIF. She holds up her quarterstaff. It begins like glowing holy energy, and she just says very calmly, "Nistas, stay, stundedi, persute un wasteland." At which point the GIF shuts up. What do you want to know?
If her and her friends are willing to help us get out of here for the
Uh,
same thing. Sorry.
uh, she hits her staff. She points it at the GIF, and she's like, "Skenoke neke kinji une." And the drow responds, "Rotat!" At which point the human shakes her head and says, "Que tutu untege?" And the drow responds, "Drow." At which point there is a bit of a flurried back and forth, and it ends with the drow screaming at the human, who then smacks her with the edge of the quarterstaff, and she goes unconscious. She turns to you and says, "No."
Yeah, it didn't seem very promising to me. Uh, we last okay, to fill you in, last time I was with my family, they exiled me because I lack certain familial skills.
Familiar skills. Is that why they were trying to... Wait a sec, you're Caius, right?
Yeah,
Is that
the
why
anti.
they were trying to sell you?
You know what? That actually might make sense.
When I spoke to the drow at the portal, they told me they were selling something called essences or psionic stuff, and they mentioned the name Caius. That's why I went looking for you.
Hmm. Yeah, because I was exiled because I didn't develop our family's like innate psionic powers.
Caius, you can roll me a knowledge drow shit if you'd like to know what the hell she's talking about. No, I'll give you a bonus equivalent to your ranks in knowledge.
Knowledge. Ooh.
Tell me, Caius knows something about drow.
Yeah, right. You would think so.
Do you have any ranks in like knowledge local, knowledge engineering?
Yeah.
Roll that.
It would make sense too because it's my nature
Yeah,
knowledge.
21. So you are aware there are two generally distinct classes of drow in drow society. There's your run-of-the-mill normal dark elves, which is what most people are, and then you're also aware that certain types of drow, aka your family, aka the type of person you were born to be, are a type of drow called drow nobles. And
Hmm.
these have, I assume I told you about this already, they have
Yeah,
certain psionic
nobles.
powers, certain things that elevate them above the standard of drow, and you did not develop these powers, which is the reason you got exiled. However, you are
Because of
aware that there are certain
magic.
alchemical concoctions and magical things that can help develop those noble powers, or say turn a regular drow into a noble drow in the case of an adoption.
Hmm. Well, like,
And from what Beth is telling you, that looks like what your family's currently tracking through Sigil.
yeah, trying to do. They're trying to find. Hmm. But then why would they be interested in me though?
I don't think they're interested in you specifically. They
In
didn't mention your
something.
name.
Maybe they're interested in something like me because they found a way to do that. You know what? If you're willing to get into a fight, our best bet to get home is to go to this portal,
Uh, it will not lead us to the material plane. It will lead us to Sigil,
which
but
will lead to
hopefully from Sigil we can find a way back to the material plane.
it's like the gateway of the plains, right? That's what sigil is.
Yes, have you never been?
No, I got sent straight here.
How the hell did you end up in the center of the Astral Sea? You've never been to
Uh,
Sigil.
Starts like rubbing his temples, trying to remember what happened. Last thing I remember was Yusjin, Fred, and I were in a really bad position, so I decided to take my Chilaxian crux and put it in my handy haversack.
You created a bag of holding portal?
Yeah, to save my friends, including your brother.
Who's Yuzjin?
When we get, if you know what, no, when we get back, I'll be happy to introduce you to him.
You have a wonderful story, but the fact I have no way of verifying this, but if you saved my brother's life, then I am indebted to you.
I'm sure I'm indebted to him in some way or the other as well.
Well, when we somehow make our way
Well,
back to Galarian, you're welcome to tell him the whole story. I've
hmm.
been in the Astral Sea far too long.
Can we use this ship?
Do you know how to sail a Spelljammer?
I've never heard of a spelljammer, but
That's what these are.
I do have some sailing experience.
I mean, it might translate. Help us get there a bit faster.
Care to point me in a direction?
She will cast. What's it called? She will cast. What's it called? Say. What's that spell called? Skills Fortune on you, which will give you a +5 bonus on your next profession check. In this case, profession sailing.
Nice.
And you
um,
guys will start
use my
sailing.
knowledge for naval as.
Yep. So +5 to that.
All right, cool. Because I
So
don't
you
have any.
you have probably never sailed like a Spelljammer before. This thing moves more like starship than it does like ship, but it translates somewhat.
So
And
can I like kind of figure it out?
that's what the check is for.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Is figuring out if you know which buttons to press.
Yep, that's totally on me. Navels was 10. 17.
17. Yeah, you're able to figure out enough buttons to figure out which one goes forward. And
Awesome.
the two of you begin sailing the Gith Spelljammer towards a direction that Beth tells you about. Though as you're
Okay,
sailing in that direction, can you roll me a quick perception check?
26.
26. Yeah. As you're sailing, you're going to realize that Beth's legs aren't attached to her body. Like you can see her pelvis, then there's like leg, then there's like a significant gap, and then there's like more leg.
So she's like missing her knee?
No, it's more like there's a big like razor blade sized chunk just like right above her knees that's just missing. And she's clearly trying to cover it up with like her skirt, but you can definitely see that like she shouldn't be able to use her legs. They are detached from her body.
But she's moving around
She
normally.
is walking around normally, yes.
Um, I'm gonna look, but like in a way where it's obvious, but I'm not gonna say anything.
All right. Well, you don't say anything. She just kind of pulls down her side of her skirt and doesn't say anything about it either. So you don't press her about it.
Yeah,
All
I feel
right.
like that's not a question for right now.
It's like why are your legs working? Don't ask it.
I am gonna ask her if she has any plans going forward because, like I said, we are probably gonna get into a fight.
I mean, I have a fair number of spells prepared. Do you have any combat tips against Drow?
Um, I was thinking of ramming the ship into it.
I mean, do you think that would work?
It might distract them enough for us to get through,
Uh, if you
or even
think.
like trying to get the ship through the portal itself if it's big enough.
That could work. Let me open this map. Uh,
And then, if you're willing, you did say you have some. Wait, question: would my Elfbane arrows work on Drow?
100%.
Ooh. And I still have my crossbow.
I think I have a few spells prepared. What does she have prepared currently? She is going to cast. She's going to cast Stone Skin on you. All right, so
Ooh.
she is going to pull out a vial of like diamonds. She's going to pour it over your head, and Caius' skin is going to turn to stone. This will give you DR 10 against everything except for adamantine weapons. For the next 110 points of damage you take.
Oh, nice. So it's damage based, not time based.
Oh, the spell only lasts for like an hour, but
Oh, okay.
it's basically you have DR 10 against everything that isn't adamantine, and the spell expires after 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's it. So okay, what I suggest we do is, when we get close enough, we can fire a volley at them to distract them enough, and then we just beeline it towards through the portal and see what's on the other side. and then from there we figure out what to do next.
Alright, I imagine there's going to be a fair few of them.
You said there's what, like half a dozen on the outside of the portal?
Half a dozen, yes. They were all guarding it.
Well, my people, my kin are very proud individuals. So if there's 6 on this side, there's probably less on the other side.
That is true.
Uh,
Let me move you guys to new
I'm
map.
liking this idea. If you're on board, then
Of
we
just
should
crashing the plane through it.
yeah straight through the portal.
Alrighty, I don't know what it'll do to the other side of the sigil, but alright. Let me get you guys a boat token. Hold on. Boat. Sure, let's use that token.
Ooh, we're in a.
Yeah,
Are we
well,
in
yeah,
here now?
you're still in the Astral Sea, but you're in Spelljammer right now. Yeah.
Is
Uh,
the is this ship still functional?
I mean, it's mostly functional. You're currently approaching this what looks to be like massive iron ring around a glowing portal. There's a few others nearby. This is not the only one. You're gonna see people walking around it. Like, this looks kind of like a magical airport. Is probably the best way I can describe it. You're about maybe like a quarter mile out or so. You're approaching it. You see a lot of people walking in and around the port, including a fairly large number of drow. There looks to be docking spaces where you can dock your ship, but I believe Caius just wants to ram the place full speed.
No, I just wanted to ram through. I just wanted to get through the portal. Once we're
Oh,
through
you
the
want to
portal,
ram the portal, not the
yeah,
station
yeah, yeah,
itself. Oh boy, all
yeah,
right.
not no, no, yeah, not the station. I want to get through the portal and then worry about what happens
All right,
after.
so I think that means this is a roll initiative moment to determine if you can get through the portal in time. Because if you're not stopping, they're all immediately going to open fire on you.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, because like what my plan was, we'll go like full speed ahead towards the portal, and then I can fire my Elfbane arrows at the people
Well,
guarding the portal.
aren't you driving?
Well, I figured if we're just beelining it, I can like ghost ride the whip,
All right,
you know
so
what I
you,
mean?
you just want to rock off your acceleration. All right, hold on. Let me go look up the rules for that.
Yeah, no
Uh,
worries. Sorry,
it's
I'll see if I can.
been a while since I used the naval combat rules. Yeah, advanced naval. Yeah, this is definitely advanced naval combat. Yeah, sailing check. That's how it works. All right.
There.
So
This
yeah,
is basically what I want to do, but ramming the ship.
let me. Uh, yep. Again, I'll take this round by round to make sure this works. So hold on. Let me go grab the stats for these guys. Where is Drow? Drow soldier. There they are. They all have +3 to initiatizing. +3. They all get a 1. God damn it. And she gets a +4. Rolling d20 +4. Oh boy, everyone rolled terribly on initiative. Jesus, alright. So you got a 26 on initiative?
I didn't. Did I? No.
Roll
What's
initiative for
the score?
Caius
Yeah,
as you're
that's not.
coming in.
I don't even remember what that.
Your initiative.
20 plus. No, I can't remember what the 26 was. 23 is my.
23. Cool. All right, you might actually make it through before they realize you're here. All right, so roll me a sailing check. Go grab advanced naval combat rolls.
17.
All right, so 17 is a success because you're not currently touching anything. So you are coming towards this portal. You're currently moving at a speed of around 30 feet per round. So your options here are either increase the speed, hard to port, hard to starboard, continue going forward, do nothing, or try and move the ship backwards. And depending on which one you
Uh,
take, that will take different amounts of actions.
But right now, as it's going, I'm going straight for the
Yeah. So
stage, right?
are you trying to accelerate the ship? Are you letting it just go, or are you letting go of the wheel to take other actions?
Now that we're okay, if we're through the portal, I
Oh
would
no,
like to take.
you're a fair bit away from the portal.
Okay, so we're
About
not in. Oh,
90
okay,
feet away.
I see what's going on now. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm going straight for the portal, like
All right,
beelining it.
accelerating the ship.
Yes.
Okay, 17. You failed to accelerate the ship. But
Boo.
you are able to move the ship at half speed. So you guys are here right now, basically, as a result of your sailing check.
Gotcha.
She is not going to be a huge fan of what's going on. It's like, I just hope you know what you're doing, Caius. And she is going to pull out her. She's going to fire some magic missiles at the drow, but that will require her to make a spell resistance check. Do plus 11. 30 versus Drow Soldier. That's definitely going to beat his SR.
Mhm.
And she rolls magic missile damage of 4d4 plus 4. So you see her firing magic missiles at this guy. This guy takes 10 points of damage. At which point the drow begins saying, "Stop them! Stop them!" And they are all going to pull what sort of weapon? They have hand crossbows. Really? All right. They're going to fire hand crossbows at you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a bunch of hand crossbow poison
Do we get
darts.
cover from being on the ship?
I'll give you a +2 to cover because of the angle you're coming in on. Do any of those hit?
No.
Okay, yeah. So a bunch of crossbow bolts just dink off the deck of your ship, and these guys are gonna run the fuck away. Your turn. I believe you want to make another sailing check. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All right.
17.
All right. You want to try and accelerate, or are you just gonna try
I'm
and stay your course?
not going to accelerate because something tells me in the back of my character mind that
Yeah,
that's not going to
17's gonna
work. So
fail.
I'm trying to. Can I
All
try
right.
to
Well, then you can move 30
reposition
feet
myself a little bit
forward
more?
or 30 feet forward diagonally.
Uh,
Do you have control of the ship token?
1 second.
No.
I'm on the ruler right now. Yes, I do.
All right. So you can
Okay.
move the ship 30 feet forward or 30 feet forward diagonally.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I
Cool.
think
So
that's
that's
right.
where, and you guys are like this. She is going to. She have any spells that are useful here? She is going to drop an obscuring mist. Alrighty. On top
Ooh.
of the boat.
Do I still get an action or no?
Well, yeah, oh no, the stay the course. That's your move action, so you still have your standard action.
Um, can I cast another obscuring mist on top of hers?
Yeah. So if you want to obscuring mist the ship. Again,
Yeah, basically.
obscuring mist does not move with the ship, but this will give you some amount of cover from all the shots that are coming through. And again, so they are all going to shoot, but now you guys have total cover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hand crossbow shots at you. Any of those land. Keep in mind
What's total?
you have +2 from the cover, and if any of them land, you will have an additional miss chance from the mist.
Okay, so the 27 hits.
So 1 hit. All right. So do you want it to hit on an even or an odd?
Let's go even.
Cool. The cover saves your life. All right. We're now back to your turn. Roll me a sailing check.
9.
9. What do you want to try and do?
uh,
Stay the course?
can I try to like rotate or like turn the ship so it's more like
Yeah,
pointed
you
towards
can
the
either
portal?
do like a hard to port, hard to starboard, or stay the course is either forward or forward diagonally.
I can't remember which one port and starboard is. I want to turn to
Port is
my
left, starboard is right.
starboard.
Yes, so a hard to starboard would get you in this direction, but it would not actually move the ship.
Yeah, it's just turning this off, right?
Yep. So you turn while you stay inside the cloud, basically. Alright.
And then have my
You still have your
standard
standard. Yep.
action. I realized that I don't have my Elfbane arrows anymore because it's all that stuff was in my handy haversack.
Yep. Which is now lost to the multiverse.
Uh, so, hmm.
You are getting pelted by hand crossbow shots.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about hand crossbows. You know what? Screw it. What's the range on shurikens again? 10 feet or is it?
Shurikens are 10 feet, yes. So you might be able to shoot it at the guy she magic missiled. But you'll be
Yeah,
getting a
let's
neg
do that.
too.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna throw my poison shuriken at that guy. It's tentamorph poison.
Okay.
DC 15. I
Yeah,
only
well,
have
you have
one.
to roll the hit first.
Yep. Ranged. 16.
16 versus Drow AC. His AC 17, so that's a nope,
Ah.
unfortunately. So your shuriken hand smashes into the wall on the side. She is going to run towards the helm as you're ducking and throwing shurikens to try and. Does she have any bonus to sailing? Uh. No, so it's a straight wisdom check for her. Okay, cool. Do 6. He's like, well, why are there 6 pedals? There are only 4 directions. At which point the drow shoot at you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Any of those hit?
uh, I get the plus. My AC is 24. So
Yeah,
does the
so
24?
24 misses, so the one might hit, but evens are odds.
Um,
He will miss on even or miss on odds.
Even.
Alrighty. He misses you.
Okay.
Alright, your go. Your ship is now parked in the middle of this cloud. And they look like it looks like you're gonna run out of hull points before they run out of arrows.
Yeah, the ship's getting damaged, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's not getting a whole lot of damage. It's crossbow bolts versus steel, but it only has 500 odd hit points. They're definitely plinking away at it.
All right. So naval check again.
Yep. Remember your
Come on,
plus
give me
5 from the bonus sheet from her spell.
which one?
Remember, she cast a spell at you, giving you plus 5 to your sailing checks. You
Oh
remembering to
fuck!
add that in?
No, I have not been.
Okay, roll that again. It's d20 plus 10.
Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful, cool. So you're just gonna try and stay the course.
Stay the course. Yeah.
All right, so that's 30 feet forward or 30 feet forward diagonally. The clouds are not moving with you, unfortunately.
I'll take it. We're gonna go 30 feet forward. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool. All right. So the clouds hang in the air back there. Oh, where did she go? There she goes. So she's still kind of covered by cloud, but your ship has now moved out of the cloud.
And then with my regular action, I'm going to fire my +3 Giant's Bane light crossbow.
At
The guy to my right,
all
left,
right.
right.
Roll to shoot.
20 plus 14. 31.
31. That's a hit.
1d8 plus 3.
He is unfortunately not a giant. He is a drow.
Yeah, and so I don't get the super bonus to it.
He is
So
a pretty
1d8
tall
plus
boy, but not giant sized. He takes 5
5.
damage. She is going to. If you have any useful spells right here, she is going to cast. Ooh, that would work. She's going to cast Reduce Person on Caius, which I believe bumps your AC up.
Fucking right.
Assuming you're okay with being reduced.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you get +2 to Dex, -2 to Strength, +1 to Attack and AC, and you're now small sized.
20 -2 to strength.
I will write it down to you.
Beautiful.
This also lowers your melee damage, but not by much.
Also, attack rolls and AC.
At which point the drow fire at you, but you're very high AC. Unfortunately, 2 of them actually land a pretty accurate blow.
Fucking nice.
Alright, 15 and 18 to confirm on you.
Those are misses.
Alright, well, unfortunately, they're not crits, but you do get shot in the
Shoulder.
Well, you got shot in the shoulder for 2 and 2, and these are also poisoned. Well, they're also drow poisons. So you're immune to drow poison.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you are now 3 feet tall. What do?
So naval check first.
Yep.
Plus 10. Come on. 29.
Alright, that'll do it. What do you want to
Going
do?
straight for the portal.
Alright, full speed ahead or just stay the course?
Full speed ahead, straight to the portal.
Alright, that will you get there in 30 feet?
Let's find out.
Exactly 30 feet. Cool, awesome. Alright, so oh yeah, actually I think that damage is absorbed by your stone skin, so you don't actually take any damage.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that too. Thank you.
So, alright, so Caius drives the boat into the portal, at which point you and this boat are now going to end up on the streets of Sigil, and hold on, let me go make that battle map. Because, oh boy, I need a new battle map.
So far, part A of the plan has worked.
Alright, hold on, let me go grab... Actually, you know what, I'm just going to use that battle map I used the other day for the destroyed seats of... the destroyed city of Galt. Because that's probably what this looks like, is you drive a spelljammer through the streets of Sigil.
And I'm assuming that once we're like on the regular plane, the spelljammer ship won't work, right?
Oh, we're getting to that. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Let me delete party. Let me delete that. Let me grab this. Because I had a map prepared, but unfortunately we have now changed that map because I did not expect this to happen. So I need a slightly new map. So copy, copy, move on to this map.
Thank you.
That is going to be right. Copy, paste, 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 and then there was also what was it? Was that guy? Also that guy, and what was that character called? Do just do. Let me go grab the stats for these guys. 1 second. Close that, close that, close that, close that, close that, close that. And we don't need anyone. And we have no, it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is that one, and that was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's just 5 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be correct then. What the fuck was that character's name? 1 second, just go on through.
Yeah, it's all good.
Me notes.
I'm multitasking too.
Just do. You. Just do. It was. Wait, is your house name Ulysses or is your house name Z?
I'm gonna have to pull that. I'm pretty sure it's together. Ulysses. It's yeah. It's supposed to be like fucking Ulysses and she. I have my notes. One second.
I thought Ulysses was your matron's name. I thought it was your house name.
No, that's not it. I don't want recipes.
Right.
Caius' background.
Yeah, I swore your house was named Ulysses, not your matron. But
Did I
any,
give my?
well, you know what? Let's go with that actually, just to avoid ruining the drama of the moment. So has Caius ever been to Sigil before?
Yeah.
No.
So Ulysses she is my family name. It's like one word technically.
Ulysses she is the name of the family, and the matron's
Yeah.
name is
I
Ulysses.
I don't think I gave her a name.
Yeah, I got this.
On the infinite web of the Underdark in a city beneath the web are mountains called Sheetrek or Arachne. She was born of the strongest and most respectable houses of the city, House Usilaries.
I assumed her name.
Ulysses.
I assumed that was her name.
Yeah, we can run with that assumption.
Yeah, because she's here.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh fuck.
Yes, because she's here. So Caius is going to come through this portal. There is going to be an explosion of magic that is going to be for about half a kilometer around here. And in a normal city, half a kilometer of devastation from a portal would be considered a catastrophic event. But here in Sigil, that shit's fucking normal.
That's just normal.
So have I ever described Sigil to you?
No, but have you watched Loki?
Very similar, yes.
Like the whole, yeah, basically.
Yes. So you are going to find yourself in a floating ring. Let me give you a exterior picture of what this looks like. Caius is going to find himself in this floating ring city as he looks up or like walking around, you are going to see literally everything. Like the architecture here is certainly still medieval and human-y, but the people walking around, you do not see a single normal human anywhere. You are going to see tieflings. You're going to see actual fucking devils. You're going to
Oh
see clerics, paladins. You're going to see massive clockwork constructs. You're going to see buildings made entirely out of walls of force. You're going to see elementals with flaming wings. You are going to see the gravity here not make sense as buildings curve all around. It's like the fucking Citadel from Mass Effect. You'll probably even see a few fucking Mass Effect races looking around. Every single part of this city violates physics. Every single part of this city does not make any sense whatsoever. This is like the wildest, most fantastic part of the entire multiverse, as you are going to see, again, like literal paladins walking down the street next to like literal Satan devils. As like this is a
like
place of
having a conversation.
I mean, they're probably not super happy about it, but you know, this is like the place of trade and commerce at the entire center of the multiverse. And this place, as you guys like explode onto the scene, like maybe a few people look at you as they're like, oh, it's more drow. Oh, it's more work for the construction crew. But like literally every single person in Sigil has that sort of like, oh, I have fucking seen it all look on their face that User just constantly has. That is Sigil. You are at the center of the multiverse right now. And at the center of the multiverse, you're gonna see Ulysses.
So you
Yeah,
see,
yeah, kind of like a Halo ring. That's a good description of what this place looks like.
okay, okay, I like
If
that.
you've played the Halo games,
Yeah, yeah.
that is what Sigil is like. So you are gonna find yourselves on the smoking ruins of this Gith
Inception.
ship. You're gonna see Beth there as well, as she's throwing the like rubble and stuff off of her. You're gonna see a small army of bodyguards, and you're going to see the matron of House Z, just kind of waving her hands through the dust as she's saying, I swear, which of you stupid drow went in so far as to cave an entire spelljammer? And as Caius shows her his face, he's like, well, that is a face I was not expecting to see here.
I could say the same thing, mother.
Caius Ulysses Z. Of course, when the house gets into any sort of trouble, your male face shows itself. Why am I not surprised?
And why am I not surprised to see you here myself?
What I am doing here is ridding our house of the disgusting taint that your failure of a psionic mind left on it. And I'll
I
have
think
you
the
know,
failure was
I
in my
already
parents.
sold it.
Sold it? Sold what?
The last remaining vestige that your incorruptible peni left upon our house.
And why are you doing in sigil? Is that why you?
Who else would buy? Who else would buy the essence of turning a drow into a noble? Certainly no one in the Underdark. Certainly no one like you. Or are you thinking you can just somehow reclaim your heritage after all the blasphemies you have committed?
Blasphemies I committed. I was just born this way. And you
You
telling
were
me that
born a failure. You were cast out from the city because you failed to develop the proper powers of a drow, and thus you were never granted nobility. I
and
was
now we're
simply doing
here
some spring cleaning.
with your own child, to say the
You
least.
are a tool, Caius. You are a hammer that was forged incorrectly. And like a sword that is forged incorrectly, you take that sword and you plunge it back into the furnace where it belongs.
And is that what you were doing with Eva now when you had her following me?
Yvanal had her uses. She had her powers. She was to subdue you
You
and bring you.
manipulated her.
I gave her information that may not have entirely been correct. And
Left her.
she took it wholeheartedly. Blame her for being such a naive fool.
Or maybe you just used your wiles to influence her.
I assure you, she is a woman, Caius. She is smarter to influence. If I had wanted to influence someone, I would have sent a man.
And what male dro would have been able to do what she did?
I don't know. She points to her bodyguards. Let's have a test. First person to bring me my firstborn's head gets to eat it. Roll initiative. Chaotic fucking evil, yo.
Yeah. It was bound to happen. The moment you said that she was there, I was like, fuck.
Indeed.
Oh, 20.
Alrighty, so remember, you're still reduced.
Oh, do I get a bonus to initiative too?
It boosts your dex.
Oh, yeah. So that's 21.
Yep.
Oh my god, why is there two of them?
What do you mean? Why is there two of you?
On the turn order, there's two
Oh yeah,
USAs.
I wonder why that is.
Wait, no, that's supposed to be there?
I wonder why that is.
I'm
Uh,
just running. That's all I'm doing.
Alright, let's plus 24. 26. Oh yeah, so it's 4. And then plus 19. So, we got 6. We got 22. We got 19. We got 29. We got uh do do do. All right, so no, the second one would be a without a bonus. Would be been a while since I used this type of creature.
Why is there two of them?
That's a good question. Now let's put this one just at 10. And did we get Caius on the initiative? We did not get Caius on the initiative.
No, nothing.
Add turn, and you got a 20.
I think it's 21 with the bonus.
Yeah, 21 with the bonus. Okay. It doesn't change your perspective. Let me go grab stats for a thing.
This is bound to happen.
I mean, what did you expect to happen when you encountered your mom?
Maybe she felt bad for how she treated me as a child.
I call upon the power of Loth. I call upon my god to grant me unholy speed, to smite my child into fiery oblivion. And she's going to fire a firebolt at you.
Spell res.
This is spell resistance. I forgot about that. So she is
It's
caster level.
it's gonna be an interesting fight.
Yeah. All right. So 14 to beat spell resistance.
14 is a miss.
Alrighty, she fires a firebolt at you, and you absorb it. She is going to. She is going to cast a haste on the two of you. So Beth is going to drop a haste spell. I'm assuming you know how that works.
That's +2 to basically everything.
It is +1 to basically everything. Let me send you haste.
Yes, thank you. I know we've done it. Yeah, +1 to AC, attack, and damage rolls. And
you have +1 to attack rolls, AC, and reflex save. Your speed is doubled, and when you flurry, you get an extra attack at your full attack bonus.
Dude, I'm not attacking. I'm running.
All right. You are much faster. This drow is gonna move up next to you, and he's going to strike at you with his rapier, because of course they're equipped with rapiers.
Are we still on the spaceport map?
Are you not on this? Well, I did not swap you maps. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I'm still on the spaceport.
You should be here.
Beauty.
Alrighty. 15, that's gonna miss you. What do?
Yes.
You are in melee.
Okay, if I'm already in melee, I'm gonna flurry him. I'm also gonna spend a key point to give myself another bonus.
The AC or the extra attack?
The extra attack.
Oh boys, you have 6 attacks right now.
Yes, with the haste. Now the two bonuses are at my highest attack, right?
Of course they are.
Okay, sick.
You have a lot of, and remember, haste is another +1, and you being reduced is another +1.
So that's a +2 on that. So I'm at 16. So 4, 16.
So you have a lot of bonuses to hit right now.
So I got a 27, a 20, a 23, and a 29.
All hit.
Word.
And you can also roll your secondary attacks.
D20 plus 11. That's 22 and 21.
Both hit.
So that's all 5.
And you can throw in your robe as well.
5d10 plus 30. I think I'm overkilling the hell out of this guy.
I mean, probably.
Plus 35 plus 1d6. Is it 1d6 per hit? Fire damage?
It's 1d6 per full round attack.
Okay, gotcha. 66.
60. Yeah, wild overkill. All right. That guy is super dead.
I want to send him flying backwards. That's how overkill it is.
All right, he slams into this ruined building over here. This guy over here is...
I'm not the child I was before! I scream.
All right, at which point, this guy over here is going to be fucking terrified. So he is going to start firing... he is going to full attack... No, you can't full attack with a hand crossbow. He's going to... It's the downside of hand crossbows. He's going to shoot once at Caius for a respectable 29.
Yep, can't get mad at that. That's a hit.
That's actually a threat for a crit with a hand crossbow.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so 1d20 plus 10 to confirm. He rolls a 12 to confirm.
That's a miss.
And you are immune to drow poison, so this only slightly tickles you for 1 point of damage.
I
At
got
which
this like
point
pain in my shoulder that just won't go away.
he takes a few steps back as he just fires it at you. And where was that token? Yeah. At which point, Ulysses is going to see him and is going to say, "He is simply a boy." And she is going to grab the drow nearby. She is going to literally devour him, and she's going to grow about 8 legs.
She turned herself into a drider.
As she raises herself above the ground, grows about 8 legs, a very large spidery behind, and screams, "I will devour him whole!" And this guy, realizing that retreat is not a fucking option, is going to move over here and fire at Caius. That's another critical threat. That keeps him
Oh my god.
alive. Alright, 12 to confirm, though.
No.
Alrighty, take another 4 points of tickle damage. This guy, again realizing retreat is not a fucking option, is going to charge you with his rapier. And he is it plus 10 with the rapier? No, it's plus 11 with the rapier because they have weapon focus. Swing. Oh boy, all the crits.
What the foo, bro?
And a natural
All
1
the
to
balls, I
confirm.
love it.
Yeah, they're all just fucking terrified of their mother, so they're like, "Look, Mom, I'm critting him."
It's like, look.
Take 3 points of damage as they're all like slightly scratching her stone skin. And at which point she goes, "Fine, if you can't do it, I'll do it myself." And she is going to move herself over here, and she's going to cast Hold Person on you. Make a will save. Oh no, wait, shit, spell resistance. It's problem with
Oh
drow.
yeah,
It's problem with drow
my
fighting
spell
drow.
raise is 17.
22 to beat your spell resistance.
That's a beat.
Alright, will save versus Hold Person.
Will is 11. Please God in heaven, let there be a God's ray.
This is an enchantment spell, so your enchantment bonus applies. 24,
Oh, no, wait.
24, you're fine.
My enchantment bonus is +2, so that's 26.
24 beats it.
Sick.
So she tries to paralyze you, fails. Beth at the back here is trying to stay in cover, so she's going to drop a heroism spell on you. So that's another +2 to all your rolls.
Oh my god.
You have a very large bonus to hit right now.
Yes, I do.
This guy is fucking dead. Your turn.
Can I try? If I try a Diplo check, is that a free action?
You sure you want to try that right now?
No. I'm going to.
She is an 11th level cleric.
Who? My mom?
Yup.
Well, I was more so thinking of Diploing the other drow and like being like, "Yo, if we band together, we can stop her."
Alright, what do you say?
uh,
She
it's
is
like, look
pretty
what she.
terrifying.
No, okay. It's like, look what she does to us. Our family. She just devours us and sends us off into the abyss for no good reason. If we turn on her now, we can take care of her and change the way this house is run. How could you not feel the same way as I do being a male drow?
Roll me. I'll give you +2 because of situation, but I'm also another -2 because you're a male, unfortunately. And
Okay,
males are
so I got no
second-class
bonus.
citizens here.
That's fair.
But you can roll
So
me
my,
diplomacy.
wait, hold on. Does heroism or anything like that give
Of
me
course,
bonuses?
heroism gives you +2 to skill checks. Yep.
27.
27. He is going to not strike at you. He is standing there. He is legitimately concerned. He's listening to what you're saying. He also sees his mom literally behind him.
With that said, I'm going to charge her with a Superman punch.
Oh shit! All right, yeah. So he will not take an attack of opportunity on you for that.
So charging her with a flaming Superman punch. 1d20 plus all my freaking bonuses and stuff. 16. That's 18, and I get 2 from.
If you're charging, it's only one
right?
attack.
Yeah, it's only one attack.
But you
So I
have
have
+2 from the charge, +2 from heroism, +1 from
plus
haste, and then +2 from the reduce.
2 plus 2 plus 1, and then plus my regular bonus. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, and 4 turn 21. Okay, cool. Sick. 36.
36, you hit the Drider.
Bro, sick.
Roll damage on Drider.
10 plus 7 is my base, plus 2 for heroism. I get 2 for damage on charge as well, right?
No, charge does not affect damage.
How's it work? Okay, so that's. Oh, and my strength goes down 1, 2, so that goes to 6. 16 damage.
16.
Oh, and 1d6.
That's the 1d6 fire.
Yeah.
She is not immune to fire. So she
So it's
takes
18 damage in total.
18 damage. And she is going to respond.
Right in the face.
For love heals all mine. And she is going to cast Cure Serious Wounds on herself, which will provoke from you.
21, 19, because I don't have the charge on it.
Right.
Can I put my robes on this too? If I hit?
Yeah, assuming you hit.
23?
23 beats her AC just by 1.
Word. 10 plus 6 plus 2. Plus 1d6. 16.
Bang, 16. Alright, so now she needs to make a concentration check to not fuck up her spell.
Come
What's
on.
her bonus to concentration? Plus 10.
You made a big mistake kicking me out of
That's
the
a fuck
room,
up.
Mother.
You disrupt her spell. She roars in rage.
Yeah.
This guy, however, assuming you don't, this guy is going to assume you don't have combat reflexes and is going to run behind you.
I do have combat reflexes.
Oh boy, you get another attack of opportunity. I forgot you're one of the few people in the party who has combat reflexes.
Yeah, I took. I wasn't going to take. I didn't take it initially, but then I ended up retraining combat reflexes. So that's where are you? 19.
So basically, what you just rolled, but again, but minus the charge.
Yeah.
34, that hits the drow.
Plus 2 plus 1d6. And 14.
14 damage to that drow. 10. This guy is moved by your words, so he does not move into melee, but he does not attack. He's terrified. Her turn. She is going to scream angrily and full attack you with her. Does she have natural weapons as a Drider? No, she doesn't. So she takes out a fairly long. Oh no, wait, it's that weapon. Yeah, okay. So she is going to. What's it called? Yeah, she's not even going to use a weapon at you. She just holds out her hands, which you see like an incredibly powerful necklace, very similar to the one you're wearing on her face. And her hands are just charged with like poison, and she is just going to flat out just fucking punch you. Because she gets a bonus when it comes to natural weapon attacks. Plus 13. Plus 7.
I can't believe she willingly turned herself into a Drider.
It's complicated.
That's fair.
I don't think either of those hit, though.
No.
No, actually, plus 2 to those because she's flanking with you.
Fair enough. So that's a 21 and an 18. My AC right now is like 26.
So that hit. That is a miss.
Yeah, all these bonuses are dope.
Well, this is the advantage of wizards. I think Beth is out of buff spells though, so she is going to
That's fair.
drop a. She's going to drop a force punch on that other Drider. So you see her take her staff, and she jumps out of it. She charges her staff with energy. She has to hit a touch attack for this to work. Um, that is a 24, but now she has to beat spell resistance. 24, that beats spell resistance. How much damage does Force Punch do at her level? It deals 1d4 points of force damage per level. Oh boy, alright. So that's 11d4. Boom. And pushes the target away 5 feet per 2 caster levels. So that's 25 damage to this guy. And he just goes wildly flying away from her. Which, funny enough, also provokes an attack of opportunity from you.
Does it? That's
Because
funny.
he's moving through your threatened square, albeit involuntarily.
That's funny.
I love Force
22?
Punch. 22 hits.
17 damage.
17. So Caius just holds out his hand and fucking clotheslines this guy. Which,
I love the
unfortunately, was the
visual.
guy who surrendered, but Beth didn't really realize that.
Eh. I
Caius.
didn't notice either. I yawned at the perfect time.
Perfect. Alright, Caius, you are being flanked. What do?
If I go into grapple, am I still flanked?
You would still, depending on who you were grappling.
Like if I tried to grapple mom.
If you tried to grab her, then he would still be flanking you, yes. Because she's a large-sized creature.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna try to aggro out of.
You're gonna try and backflip out of this situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna backflip out of it into the space in front of Beth, and then
Okay.
I want to Spartan kick this drow
Alright,
right
roll me
into my.
acrobatics to jump over this guy's head. You have to beat his CMD plus 5.
Just to make sure I do this, I'm gonna spend a key point to give myself plus 20 in my aggro.
Oh boy, alright, you spend a key point. You are super fast. Roll your acrobatics.
My aggro goes up to 40.
Alright, it's a slight overkill.
Just being safe, you know.
Alright, that's... Unfortunately, you roll a natural 1. So Caius is like, just being safe, you know, at which point they've already started attacking you.
That's hilarious. Okay,
right.
so what happens after?
So you still move, but your movement provokes is what happens.
From both?
Yep.
Got it.
I think both of them miss, though.
Yeah, those are both misses.
Alright, so you still move, but it's more of a leisurely job than a cool backflip.
And then
You have your standard.
my standard action, I'm going to kick him in the chest, attempting to like push him into my mom. If that makes sense.
That would be a bull rush. So CMB plus all your bonuses.
This one's gonna be good. I need to do more CMB related.
Yeah, as a monk, you get a large bonus to CMD related stuff.
Insane. 16 plus 2 plus 1. $25.
25 beats his CMD, so you knock him back like that into Mommy's arms. At which point, Mommy is going to rip him a new one. And she is going to hold up her hand and call down a unholy blight upon the two of you.
Spell res?
Let me go look up if unholy blight calls for spell resistance. Unholy blight, spell resistance, yes. Okay. So what's her bonus to spell resistance? It's her caster level, so plus 10 or plus 11. Alright, 24 versus your spell resistance.
Finally goes through.
Oh boy, roll me will save against Unholy Blight.
Ooh. I don't like the sound of that.
It's a very evil spell.
30.
30, you make the will save. Let me go look up Beth. What's her bonus to will saves? Her bonus to will save, she is a wizard, so +7. Oh boy, alright.
You got this. You got this, Beth. I don't want to tell Fred.
16, that's a success.
Fuck yeah.
So this
Wait.
is Caius good aligned?
Um,
Or is
I
he
think I'm
still
neutral.
You still neutral?
Yeah, straight neutral.
Alright, so this is quartered for you.
And this, hold up, was it? My evasion doesn't come into play for this,
Nope,
does it?
this is a mental attack. So
Gotcha.
you take half damage for neutral creatures, and you made the saves, you take half again. So 1/4 of that.
So 24, 12, 6?
6 damage, yep. Beth is good aligned, so she takes 11 on a successful save. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. Her go. She is going to charge you again and try and Falcon Punch you as well. Because her spells are not working. How dare you have the spell resistance of a noble, as she punches and nearly destroys the nearby building. Beth is going to jump. Actually, no. Beth is going. Oh yeah, I forgot you're not on the ethereal plane anymore. Beth is going to hide the lower part of her body in the destroyed crew, and is going to poke out and fire some magic missiles at Mom. And she has to roll versus Mom's spell resistance. She succeeds, and she deals 15 force damage to Ulysses. Caius.
It's like, I am a noble, and I'm gonna full attack, spending a key point, giving myself an extra attack as well. Haste is still on,
Yep,
right?
you're still hasted, so you have your extra attack.
And so that's 6 attacks. All 6 attacks are going to be stunning fists,
Oh shit, alright.
regardless of if they hit or miss.
You finally realize she has 2 initiative scores. The wonders of evil, unholy magic.
Well, I kind of figured it. I figured it out like once we started playing, and she was just acting twice. I was just like, it's better than there being 2 of her. I think.
Roll your stunning fists.
Roll 1. No, not 1. So that's the first 4. So that is a 36, a 25.
Hit.
37 and a 21.
I'll hit except the 21.
Heard. And then my last 2. 13. That is a threat for a
Hit
crit and a
and
30.
roll to confirm crit.
It's at the same bonus, right?
Yep. So this one's at +13.
20 to confirm. Nope.
Missed by 2.
Okay, so all hit, right?
All of them hit except for the 1.
So that's 5.
You should get 5 damage, and then throw your flaming thing in.
7 times 5 is 35. Plus 1d6.
You can just roll it once and times it by 5 if you want.
Nah, fair enough. I like doing it this way though.
Alright.
Get it all over and done with instead of having to do some additional math afterwards. And then they're all also stunning fists.
Yeah, so she has to make 5. Jeez, I don't think she might need to, depending on how much damage she takes.
So
yeah,
63.
that's over 110. Shit, how do you kill Ulysses?
Just I go into a blind blood rage and like don't stop punching until Beth comes off, like pulls me off of like the sludge that's in front of me.
You just go like full fucking monster cardo.
Yeah, I go like full like chaotic evil on this bitch.
All right, so you just start punching the shit out of her. You rip off her head. You
Rip,
rip off
yeah,
her
rip,
necklace, which,
and there's tears dripping down my face as I'm doing it.
which by the way is a amulet of mighty fist +3. You rip off her sides. You feel Beth's arm on your shoulder, and she kind of pulls you away, but probably not with as much strength as you were expecting. Because as you get pulled away, you feel like a little bit of blood splash on the back of you, and you realize the hand pulling you away is more connected to a torso than it is to a full human. As
Wait, can I rip her arm off?
Beth legs are now bleeding profusely.
What's going on?
I,
As tears are still like dripping down my face.
I I told you that we get frozen on the astral plane. That includes any injuries we suffer on the astral plane.
Is there anything I can do to can
Band-aids.
can my gloves of bony power stop her from bleeding, like healing her?
Roll your healing.
So it's cure moderate. Where's
This
my
is cure
glove
moderate,
again?
so this is 2d8 +3.
+3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is gonna
But
do
you see,
anything.
like, basically, like, she looks fine, except, like, that part of her leg, which was, like, seemingly floating in midair, it has, like, withered to dust at this point.
So she basically has no legs.
She does not have legs.
Okay, so she's bleeding out. She gets
6 damage,
+6.
that will stabilize the bleeding. So you basically see you see skin begin to, like, heal over her nub, but
Can I
she does not have
cast
legs.
stabilize to help it?
What?
Can I cast stabilize to help
You
with
can
my?
cast stabilize on her. Like, she's alive. Like,
I just don't want her to bleed out.
she's not bleeding out. She's alive after the cure moderate. That's enough to do it. But you can clearly see that she does not have legs. As you can see, the injury that she had in the astral plane, it appears to have, like, the second she was not in the astral plane, it, like, massively exacerbated, and you just see, like, the leg that used to be sitting there floating has now, like, completely withered away to dust. As she's gonna say, I haven't had that for at least 3 years. Probably more, honestly. I'm happy they lasted as long as they did.
So does that mean we're?
You're also gonna see her face, like, rapidly aging about, like, 3 or 4 years. She goes from, like, a teenager to, like, a proper woman.
Does anything happen to me?
You probably have about 6 months worth of stomach cramps.
That's totally fair. um, initiative's done.
Yeah, but, like,
She's
you suddenly feel, like, time beginning to rapidly form for you. You probably feel incredibly hungry, incredibly thirsty. You feel like you have to take, like, a massive bathroom break. Like, everything that you were missing over the last 6 months, that just all comes back at once. And it looks like
a
Beth was in the astral play a lot longer than you were,
lot longer than I was.
as
So
she
if this is like
slowly.
the central hub of everything that's going on, is there any like onlookers of
Oh,
this fight?
absolutely. As you, like, rapidly punch the shit out of this Drider, you see one of the. You're gonna see. What was that character's name? You're gonna see. Uh, no, sure. Let's use that character again. Uh, because Caius wasn't there for that session. Approaching Caius, you are going to see another human. He is incredibly bulky. He has, like, a massive amount of chest hair. He's wearing, like, leather spandex with, like, a tricona cap. He's got, like, his arm. He's, like, under above the leather. You're gonna see, like, this plate mail, which is, like, pink and purple, and he has, like, a great axe on his back, but it's, like, the sort of, like, Jimi Hendrix type of great axe, where it's like it's also a guitar at the same time. And he's gonna just kind of wander up to the two of you and say, "Well, hello there. That was quite a spectacle, now wasn't it?"
Yeah, family drama can sometimes escalate, can't it?
Oh, I know all about family drama. You should have seen the
Um,
last thing I saw on the fire elemental plane. You saw a mother and a father just punching the shit out of each other for the last 20 years.
Sounds exciting. May I ask who you may be?
My name's Nicholas. Nicholas Atoms. Planear traveler, and probably a better ship captain you'll ever be, Drow.
So you might be able to help us then.
Can I now? Welcome
We've
to Sigil. Glad you made such an explosive entrance.
seemed like the best idea at the time. Uh, could you point us in the direction of the nearest, cheapest inn? It's we've been in the astral plane for quite some time.
The inn? Oh, you're a newbody then. You don't realize how things here work in Sigil?
Nah,
You want a
I've never
building, my
been.
friend. You make your own. And he just kind of points to that building right next to you. He kind of casts a spell on it, and like poof, it immediately turns into like a fully functional house. Real
Uh,
estate around here is pretty expensive, my friend. Nobody's got time for inns. We need some food and water, though. Happy to share, as long as you'd be willing to tell old Nick your tale.
I would be more than happy to share, my friend.
Wonderful!
What do we do about the ship?
I sail on leaving that one to the Mardrons to clean it up.
All right, I'm kind of liking this place.
Sigil's a very fun place if you've never been here before. It's quite an eccentric group of people. And who might you be, lass? And you see her like stumble over to Beth. Beth kind of pulls herself up, and it's like painfully obvious she's paraplegic. And Nick is just like, your friend there, she all right?
Uh, I don't know entirely. I stabilized her, but I'm thinking that she gotten some pretty bad injuries before she got sent to the astral plane.
It's nothing. It was in the astral plane, mind you. Those Githyanki pirates, they are quite the severers. I I can walk if that's what you're asking. And he's gonna say, no worries, lass. We don't walk here in Sigil. And he's gonna cast overland flight on the three of you. So now everybody has a fly speed of 40 feet.
We can just float around.
Yeah, walking's for plebs. Walking's for the material plane.
I have a friend that I think would love coming here.
Oh, many people like coming to Sigil, my friend. The problem's getting out. It's
I
really
turn to
easy.
Beth and I'm
It's
like,
really easy to
remember
make.
that guy Easton I told you about?
Yuzjin. That's a name I haven't heard for a while.
Huh?
You know a Yuzjin?
Wizard always gets himself into sticky situations.
Funny summoner with a weird green staff?
Was he part of a crew named the Sentinels?
So you do know him. funny, funny coincidence that. It was just on the material plane, actually.
Um, how is he?
How is he? Well, last I saw him, he was helping me send a message cross Planier. Been trying to find a particular dimension. That's part of the reason I'm here in Sigil. And I contacted him to be sending an ascendance spell on my behalf.
Is there any way you could send him a message for me?
I'm afraid I'm not much of a sender, and that was the reason I sought out Houston in the first place, actually.
That's understandable. It
Huh.
does seem like a little bit of a coincidence.
But as for what they were up to, I think they were doing quite well. They were after something called a McMurdians or something. Oh, and they blew up a building and killed 200 people.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Something about a cult of Strunk? I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest.
Strong. He's still around. I guess I haven't been.
Apparently his cult
Didn't
is,
know I
and
haven't been around that long.
his halfling friend joined up with them, I think. And then everything exploded.
And how long ago did you say this was?
A few months ago. Time doesn't work the same on the material plane as it does out here, my friend. That's something you ought to be paying attention to. Time
Yeah,
flows differently, especially if you're from the astral plane.
at least I'll have an idea of how long it's been for them.
Not necessarily. You could come out of the astral plane before you went in it. It's wonky like that.
It's like that too, huh?
If you're from the material plane, I'd suggest taking any sort of clocks and throwing them out the fucking window. That's not how shit works out here. I could have met Houston yesterday, I could have met him 50 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Time and that sort of planning or dimensions, that's a purely material plane thing, unfortunately.
So time dilate or whatever time
Time
dilation still
isn't
is still
isn't a thing out this
here.
far out.
Fair. I was hoping since we were here in like some sort of civilization that it would be normal.
You're not in civilization, my friend. You are in sigil. You are in the farthest place away from the material plane that it's physically possible to be. You are in the center of the entire world tree. Would you like
But
me to
it's
give you a
not the
map?
astral plane.
Do you
A
want me to
map?
give you a map?
Um, will a map help me get back
Sort of.
to the material plane, not the material time that I
I
left?
was mostly giving you. I was going to give you a map of the multiverse.
I figured that was going to be the case. Does it tell me that where I am like you're here?
Sorta, yeah.
This is so much to take in. I don't know what to think.
Welcome to Planescape, buddy. You're in a different dimension. He is going to pull out a piece of paper, and it's going to look like this. And he's going to say, so, material plane here is in the center, see?
Numero uno.
Numero uno, that's where you want to go. Right next to it, that's your ethereal plane and your plane of shadows. If you're on there, you're basically on the material plane already. Now, around that, that's the elemental planes. That's your plane of earth, plane of fire, plane of positive energy. Generally not fun places to be. Assuming, of course, you're not a fire elemental. Now, around that's where your outer planes are. This is your heaven and your hells. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. And right at the bottom, 27, that's the outlands. That's where Sigil is, and that's where you are.
Okay.
So,
So like
you're a bit far from home.
so I just got to dig up, essentially.
In a manner of speaking, yes. There's main ways to get back to the material. Well, there's 3 ways to get back to the material plane. 2 of which aren't super fun, though.
Well, you said you just came back there. Is there any way that we could come to an understanding? You could help us.
I'd be happy to take you to my plane dealer, if that's what you're asking.
It's a start. Ideally, I would like to get back to the material plane, but
The quickest
I'm not
way back to the
expecting it to
material
happen at a
plane,
snap of a finger.
the quickest way back to the material plane, assuming you don't want to play for a plane dealer, is probably back the way you came. It's through the astral sea. Astral sea connects to everything, you see. It's just, well, it's a little
But
bit hard to navigate, if you hadn't noticed.
we would need someone that knows how to navigate it, though, right?
And that's why Sigil exists, my good sir. Sigil isn't the city at the center of the multiverse for any good reason. This is the city of doors, the city of planes. From Sigil, you can get anywhere in the multiverse, assuming you're not too picky, of course. Now, if you're trying to get somewhere specific, well, that's why we have dealers to deal in that sort of thing. They
So
usually ask for a
what
pretty
you're saying
penny,
is,
and I'm not talking about coins.
what about gems?
I'm not talking about valuables in the general sense. I'm talking about, and he kind of taps on your chest. We deal in
My
astral
soul?
diamonds around here.
And how do I get my hands on astral diamonds?
Oh, you already got one.
Is that why you pointed to my heart?
It's your soul, my friend. That's what astral diamonds are.
So here in Sigil, you trade for soul.
We trade in astral diamonds, but it's souls with an extra steps. It's the only sort of currency people can deal with out here. What do you want? Coins? Gems? Any mage can summon coins and gems, but souls? Astral diamonds. Well, you need to be a god to make them.
So what you're implying is if I want to get home, I have to sell my soul.
I mean, there
My
are other
astral diamond.
ways. Not every dealer's asking for a whole diamond. A whole diamond is, to translate it into coins, like 25,000 ish in terms of gold pieces.
If you point us in the direction of your dealer, could maybe get us a deal?
I mean, of course, I'd be happy to introduce you to him.
I say we
Again,
get
it's more a
ourselves
matter
something.
of where portals are on the material plane, and if you're too picky about where exactly on the material plane you want to be sent. If you want to be sent exactly back to Magnamar, well, that'll cost you a pretty penny. Now, if you just want to be on the material plane again, or
What if I
somewhere
want?
near the material plane,
What if it was a specific time, not a specific location?
at that point you're gonna have to talk to time dealers. That's a different story entirely. The main, what's it called? The main cult of Sarenrae is trying to ban time travel magic, and they've gotten pretty good at it too.
Yeah, I've dealt with Serenway quite a bit. They don't like people having
Having fun. That's one way to put it, my friend.
fun.
Still, it's just keeping your head low, trying not to talk to anyone you don't like here. People here, they are very eager to exploit clueless like yourself. If you're going to be sticking around with Sigil, I'd suggest joining up with one of the factions.
Well, you seem like my best lead, so care to show us around?
Around Sigil, or just want to get back home?
Just around the places where you recommend us hanging out for now. I would love to get back to the material plane, but from what you're saying is it's going to take a lot more work than just
It's
a
going to
couple
take a bit of work,
conversations here and there.
If you want to head all the way back, I can certainly lead you there. But if you'd like to spend some time learning the ins and outs of an Elder Evil, well, could certainly help you with that.
I would definitely love to learn more about Sigil.
Wonderful! Well, then sit down, my good friend. I got a plenty good story to tell you. And he is going to lead you into, what is that building called? Oh, right, that is the Serpent World. Yeah, World Serpent Inn. That's what it's called. Oh boy.
You're the man there.
Oh boy. All right. So he is going to lead you into a building. And let me see if I can. And this place is actually going to look like a tavern. Holy shit.
Dope.
So the three of you guys are going to fly into a building. And let me see if I can get you a better. Let me see if I can get you a better description of this place. World
Yo,
Serpent.
that picture's cool.
Yes, this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite places in Planescape. World Serpent Inn. Yes. So this is so you guys entered the World Serpent Inn. It is a place and a non-place. It is a place that exists in multiple planes simultaneously and also exists nowhere at all. Almost every single in-person here is a traveler, either by design or by chance. Some people simply stop here during journeys, while others come to this place accidentally and realize they can't get home. The central chamber in front of you, it resembles nothing so much as an ancient tavern, with plank floors underfoot and venerable wooden beams overhead. The common room is a large rectangular chamber, dominated by a pair of flagstone fireplaces on each end. Great tables and heavy oak chairs fill the space in between, and patrons gather around these tables in groups of two or three. There are no windows, either on the ground floor or up on a balcony. You see a number of corridors leading off from both floors of the common room to other parts of the World Serpent Inn. The inside of the inn feels regular, normal gravity. Once you enter, of course, Caius again feels the sort of timelessness he experienced on the ethereal plane. You do not age, but you do in fact hunger and thirst here because it is a tavern, obviously. Do
Yeah, that'd be
No, I
horrible
won't
marketing.
take.
Come to a tavern where you don't have to eat.
No, but you don't age here. You do feel much more vibrant as you walk in here. You have fast healing too as soon as you walk into this place, and you also have damage reduction 10 everything while within this tavern.
Oh, nice.
And you can also see invisible.
You can
Invisibility does
see.
not work here.
Okay, cool.
You walk in, and let me see if I can get you a picture of World Serpent Inn. You walk inside the tavern. What's it called? You follow inside with this Nick fellow. He sits you down inside, and he says, "Welcome to the World Serpent. This is as close as you can get to a what?
Sorry, I just read what you posted in session stuff
Oh
about the
yes,
move.
yeah. So Nick is going to turn to you and say, "Welcome to the World Serpent. This is as close as you can get to a normal tavern out here in Planescape."
And does this quote unquote normal tavern take coin?
It takes things close enough to coin. Food's on the house, drinks aren't.
Well, you can bring the food because I feel like I haven't eaten in a year.
Wonderful. Year's supply of food, please. And he
And
gestures
I'm
to one
going
of these
to.
like weird gnome creatures who begins bringing quite literally an entire year's worth of fucking food to Caius. Like this is like Goku levels of food.
And just before I go Goku on the food, I'm gonna put 200 gold coins on the counter and as many drinks as it buys for the room.
Yeah! Servers begin handing out a seemingly infinite amount of infinite alcohol. Bev kind of floats down on a chair and looks rather disappointed as she looks down at her legs. "Oh, we can
Are
get you a
you?
new pair, don't worry. It's not that, it's... I'm sorry. But thank you for getting me out of the Astral Sea, at least.
Hey, it was the least I could do. You
From
found
one
me, to be
time...
honest.
From one timeless prison to another timeless prison, except this one I don't have legs in.
At least it's a step closer to getting back home. Wouldn't you?
I
Don't you want to see Fred again?
I would like to see Fred again, yes. It's been several years. I don't know if the word years really means anything at this point, but it's been a while. I was originally going to send help. I was originally going to contact Fred and have him help me with my experiments, but doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, I don't want to make any promises, but I'm quite confident we could fix your predicament once we get back to.
I'm sorry for not mentioning it earlier. I lost my legs a few months ago. It's just in the Astral Sea that they still worked.
That's perfectly understandable. Everybody deals with their traumas in different ways. It doesn't bother me, but like I was saying, when we do get back to your brother in the material plane, I'm pretty sure we can find a way to fix it.
You do that for me?
For a family friend, I would do almost anything.
She floats over and hugs you.
I hug her back.
You hug her back. She is happy. You have made a friend.
Weird.
All right.
Okay, so
Also,
now
it's
for belly
4:30 right
dive.
now. Do you want to call this here and go on to next session, or is there a
Yeah,
conversation you'd
I
like to
kind of
have
figured
with Nick?
that's what, yeah, I kind of figured that's what was gonna
All
happen
right.
now.
Caius is now in
Sigil.
Sigil, which is not the
What
material plane, but you're getting there.
I want to learn as much as I can about Sigil.
Well, ask me any questions you want to ask. I am a planar traveler, and I've been everywhere, man.
Sounds good.
All right, so you're welcome to
Um,
talk to Nick about any questions you have. I'm
can
gonna.
my talking to Nick be like just reading up on Sigil?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you'd
Not just
rather just
another
read a
one?
wiki article on Sigil, I can do that.
All right, cool. Yeah. and it'll just pretend like it'll be our downtime from what's going on now, kind of thing.
Yeah, I will write. I will write the other half of this of getting Caius back to the material plane. Don't worry.
Fucking sick. Thank you.
But for right now, you are still a dog. So
Fjord.
TTYL.
See you in a bit.